Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin Ethereum report for the 20th of May. We've seen this strong move down in most markets, so we need to understand what we're looking at here in terms of Elliott wave in this particular structure. So I'm just going to cut straight through to, say, the hourly chart here and start to break it down. So from the top here, I can count it down as wave 1 here and 2 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here for the third wave and the fourth wave, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So I have pulled this apart on the intraday, on the tick chart rather. So it does appear in ETH's case, it doesn't have to be the same with Bitcoin, but in ETH's case, it does appear that we have 5 waves down from the top. Now, one of the things here, if that's the case, then we're going to have a B wave rally and then down for the C wave, which will take us even lower than this low here. It will take us much lower. So we need to be mindful about that. One of the things that I've got to sort of support this case, if we go to the tick chart and just look at this particular move to the upside here, okay, so yeah, I've pulled all this apart, I've looked at all of this, and this is how I've come to where I am with that at that point. But what I want to just share with you is it's subtle, but it's important. So this move that we've bounced, that we've seen off the 2000 in this case here, we could count that as an impulse wave. That's not a problem. We've got 3 waves there, so that's a B wave, isn't it, or wave 2, and then we've got 1 and 2, and that needs to go up 1 level there to 3, 4 and 5 here. So what I'm saying and suggesting here is we don't have 5 waves in this move. And that's what we would need for a bullish move. We'd have to have an impulse wave off the low. We don't have that. We only have a 3 wave move. So that's telling me whatever happens after this here, in this space here, be it up or down, is still part of this correction here, this corrective rally. So it's telling me that this low is going to be taken out at some point. That's what it's suggesting. So I can see I've got 5 here, then a correction here and 5 here. So this could get a bit sort of uglier in here. I'm thinking that it can rally higher. I mean, first of all, it can just continue down from here, but it's a little bit, maybe this is down for 1 here, an A and a B and a C wave here, and then 1 and 2 and continue to work down. But just to confirm that, we would need to break below the 61.8% mark here for that, so that's where that would need to be. Otherwise we'll see a move a little bit higher here in that regard. So we could look at this now as an ABC for the A wave, the B wave into this space here. B waves can get complicated, and then we can use the C wave here for the other side of it, coming back up into this space here. So in a way, looking at this as a B wave rally here, and this down here as 5 waves down for an A wave, upside down. So coming back to the hourly chart, yeah, so the takeaway here is that this move here that we're looking at for the rally, this move up, is not an impulse wave, it's a corrective wave. So that means that we're going to be taking out that low. So going to the 1 hour chart again here, just to get a bigger picture here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here. This would be the 50-60% retracement level. Looks a little bit low, but should be about right. Bringing that down to about there. Yeah, it's about right, close enough. So we could get, should rather, or not should, because we've only got 3 waves there. So this could also, even though I can count 5 waves down here, it still could be more bearish. It could be down for 1 here and back for 2 and continue down. But I think that we should see a rally back into this space, checking this block of supply in here, and then being sold off into that space. So if you don't want to hang in for the journey, then I suggest that you need to do something around the 3,000 mark for Ethereum. So let's have a look at Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin's over here. So Bitcoin was a little bit different. It started its journey on the 13th of May. This started correcting like a month before Ethereum. So it's a slightly different pattern, but we've certainly, as always suggested, we've got 5 waves down here. It's okay, so we've got 5 waves down here, and then we've got this correction here for this. So it's difficult for me to call this wave 2 here. And the reason for that, it spent wave 2 is supposed to be like swift and sharp, but it spent quite a few days here compared to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it spent an equal time or more as a rally compared to this one here. So that's not normal with wave 2s, so it's more of the personality of wave B here, but it still doesn't help us out a lot here, because whichever way we count this down through here, this particular move off the low is the same as well. So we'll have a look at this structure in a moment, but if we just go to 100 ticks, just cutting to the chase here rather, it's the same thing. This is the low here, and that's from the low to the high there. So we can just go through this for a moment. So we could count 5 waves in here. That's not the problem. And we can count 5 waves up here. We could go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for this, but that's all we've got. We don't have so we could count it as 1 and 2 and 3, and then we look for wave 4. Wave 4 is already coming down and overlapping wave 1, so we can't call this wave 4 here because it's over. Oops. I don't know what that was about. So once again, the important point to understand here is that there will be more downside. There can be upside, but because this is in 3 waves here, it makes it a corrective rally. That's the important thing. So it can move higher through here. That's not the problem. It can be an A and a B and a C for the B wave here, and then moving up higher there. But just point, and it's hard. I can't count this as wave 1 here and 2 here, and then wave 1 here, and then 2 over to here or 2 to here, because it's too big for wave 2. We could probably get away with this one, but this one here has made a new low here, so in this 5 wave structure here. So the move off the low is in 3 waves. That's the important point of everything. So we can't call, and even in the crypto indexes and Ethereum and so on, we have to call this move up here a corrective rally. So it means in the bigger picture that the correction that we're seeing coming down is not over. So just to come back to go to the 4-hour chart here, I can count 5 waves as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and then the move down through to here. And I was looking for a bit of an extension, but I mean obviously it really capitulated down here on this. But once again, I can't. I'm reluctant to put this wave 4 in here. It's probably remove automatically. You have reached your limit of objects on the platform. Okay. So what we can do here is I'll just remove a few lines here. So so this correction's not complete. So all of this move down through here needs to be reassessed. It could be that this A, B, C here is just the A wave coming down here for this. Let's just go to the 1 hour chart. And I'll just move a few of these lines. I'll probably have to restart the program as well. But counting this here, same count as 1 and 2 and 3 here and 4 here. Don't need these guys. Start moving a few things off. And then 1 and 2 here and 3 here. And we went through all of this yesterday, this little low in here on the tick chart, remember that? And then I was looking for, well, we could have had a low in place, but it was highly likely that it was going to see a 5-wave structure to the downside. So we got the 5 waves okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it really, you know, powered on down for that. And, you know, I'd be happy calling that a wave 4 in here, you know, as an A and a B and a C for a wave 4. But as I mentioned, I'm just not getting an impulse wave up through off the low here. So I'll monitor it again for a little while, but yeah, there's a problem in this space. Just going back to my tick chart here. And I've pulled all this apart, so from that, this is where we were yesterday. I spent a bit of time going through this here, getting this right here, if we remember that. So an A wave here, a B wave here, a C wave here for wave 4, down for wave 5 here, of third wave, an A, B, C for the 4th wave here. And if we moved in a certain way, then we would be down further. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for 1 and back for 2, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the 3rd wave and the 4th wave. So I got the 5 waves right. I just didn't expect it to do that, that's all. And then in this space here we've got 5 waves as well within this space here, and I'll need to go to the 20 tick chart to have a look at that. We can do that, so not a big deal. 20 ticks. Oh, I thought I'd counted it, but anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2 here, and then back here, and then 3 and 4 and 5 in that space. I thought I'd counted it somewhere. It must have been on Ethereum. I counted it in detail, but anyway, the same moves. So yeah, that's where we are, folks. So I'm thinking that if I come back to the hourly chart for a moment. I don't need all of that. So it's difficult for me to call this wave 4 in low here. I just can't see that there, even though I've done everything, you know, accordingly. So can this be a 3rd wave down here? Because that's what everybody's naturally going to think. And it's possible, but the problem is like my wave B here or wave 2 here would just be too big compared to the wave 1 coming down through here for this. So when we have 3 waves in the first leg, that means that all of this could be a triangle pattern here, or all of this is just going to be, is this platform going to let me copy that? It's just going to be wave A here, and then we're going to be going into copying this and going into, not be much luck with that one either, going into wave B over here for that. So we could be going into some triangle pattern here with this just being the first leg, but we're definitely in a corrective rally here. It's not that we have to make a new low. It's probable that we will, but we've already pulled down enough for this particular wave 4. But all I can say is that this is corrective in this instance here. So we're going to see this as an A wave. This can drop further into the 61.8% as a B wave here, and then a C wave moving up here for that. And that may only just be the A wave at that point as well, because it looks a little bit small for this B wave here as well. So yeah, that's sort of where we are. One of the things we can do is, if it is going to be a 3rd wave low down in this space here, then the rally can come back to the 38.4 4%, 38.2% here. So a move here and then a move here for that, and then down from that point if that was going to be the case as a wave 4. But either way, whatever we're looking at, we've got some sort of rally coming into play in this instance. So I need to gather some more information and think this over a little bit. But yeah, that's where we are. So I'll leave it at that for the time being, and I'll continue to work on it. Alrighty, cheers.